23rd, 2019, the Colorado Avalanche beginning the first half of a back-to-back series with the Chicago Blackhawks. Avalanche winners in their previous three contests in a critical Central Division matchup today to either reclaim the second wild card spot in the Western Conference or have a little bit more work to do and keep their fingers crossed that the scoreboard will work in their favor. And today, the Avs emerged victorious, defeating the Chicago Blackhawks here at Pepsi Center by a score of 4-2. Let's get right to it. The first period was a lot of free-flowing hockey, not necessarily anything that was giving one sort of an advantage over the other. Very few whistles, and both teams would skate a 0-0 tie. A 0-0 tie into the first intermission. When you need a first goal of the game and you need it now, you call JT Compher. Dial 877-GOAL now. And the Avs did exactly that. At 3:07 of the second period, Compher would get his second goal of the season on an assist from Patrick Nemeth and Alex Kerfoot to give the Avs a 1-0 lead. Avs were looking pretty good at that point until a critical turnover by Nikita Zadorov behind Philip Grubauer allowed Jonathan Toews to tie the game on his 32nd goal of the season, and the Avs remained deadlocked for a good few minutes until the Avs were able to get on the power play, and Colin Wilson would score at last a goal that would count his 11th goal of the season on the power play, with the assist coming from Alex Kerfoot and Sam Girard. Avs would take a 2-1 lead into the second intermission. And in the third period, we had a little bit more excitement when Sven Andrighetto would score his 6th goal of the season, redirecting a shot from the blue line by Eric Johnson. And Colin Wilson would get an assist on the play as well. Avs would lead 3-1 at that point, but Blackhawks wanted to make it a little bit more exciting. They would pull within one at 12:04 on a goal by Eric Gustafsson, and with Corey Crawford pulled with the Avs his 13th this season, no assists, and the Avs would lead 4-2, and that is your final score. Shot totals are as follows. The Avs were outshot by the Blackhawks by a total of 31-25. Outshot in the first period, 8-7. They did outshoot the Blackhawks 12-11 in the second, but were outshot 12-6 in the third. That's not a good mark. That's not a good look. But the Avs were up to the task. Philip Grubauer played Grubauer played a sensational game in goal, stopping 29 of those 31 shots, and giving the Avs their 4th consecutive win in a week of must-win hockey, and they are continuing to do exactly that. Your 3 stars of the game tonight are as follows. Sven Andrighetto is your 3rd star, Alex Kerfoot is your 2nd star, and Colin Wilson is your 1st star of the game. The Avs did exactly what they needed to do in order to remain in contention for that second wild card spot. And we had a little bit of excitement with the Arizona Coyotes taking the New Jersey Devils into a shootout. The Coyotes would lose in that shootout to the Devils by a score of 2-1. The Coyotes did get, of course, the single point in the contest, which pulled them even with the Minnesota Wild at 79 points. But with the regulation victory for the Avs, that, of course, leaps them over both teams, and they are back in the second spot of the wild card race, trailing the Dallas Stars by 2 points. Let it be known, of course, that the Stars and the Wild do play tonight. The Hurricanes are the opponent for the Wild. That is a 5 p.m. local start. And the Pittsburgh Penguins will be facing against the Dallas Stars. That is a 6 p.m. local start. Of course, we are rooting for the bunch of jerks that don't play in Minnesota. We, of course, are talking about the Hurricanes. And we are hoping that the Crosby and company do the Avs a solid and keep the Stars from climbing any higher up. And in other action, the Ottawa Senators and the Edmonton Oilers are currently tied at 2 after 2 periods of play. Of course, there is a lot happening with this contest. Of course, it is no secret that the Avs are pick watching with the Senators, and the Oilers are at 73 points in the standings, and a win would leapfrog them over both the Blackhawks and the Vancouver Canucks right now to put them at 75. Of course, the Blackhawks and the Avs will rematch tomorrow evening at United Center in Chicago. That is a 6 p.m. local start. So, pending an Oilers win, they can push the Blackhawks even further down and put a little bit more pressure on the Avs opponents coming up tomorrow evening. And with, of course, an Avalanche win, they potentially could draw even with Dallas, provided the Penguins do the thing and keep Dallas from climbing further up. And, of course, we want the Hurricanes to do their thing and keep the Wild right where they are outside of the postseason. As things currently stand right now, Dallas has a game in hand on the Avs, and Chicago also has a game in hand on the Avs right now. But with the Avs, of course, playing today and tomorrow, the Blackhawks will still have that game in hand. Dallas will burn theirs. And right now, the Avs, the Wild, and the Arizona Coyotes currently at 75 games played. The Avs will be at 76 tomorrow, so 6 games left in the regular season, and the timing could not be any more important for the Avs to continue to rack up the wins and keep climbing. Excuse me. And to keep climbing up, because the teams that they are trying to keep at bay are also climbing up. So, still meaningful hockey, even though it's really tight in the division standings right now. But the Avs are definitely taking care of business, which they need to do. They can't rely on solely the teams ahead of them or around them to lose out. The Avs need to continue to do what they've been doing and play solid hockey as they have been all week long. Philip Grubauer has been rock solid for this team. He has played sensationally over the course of this past week. And this win today was even more monumental without the services of Mikko Rantanen. And it is unknown at this point whether Rantanen will be on the trip to Chicago to play tomorrow night or if he's going to remain here in Denver. I guess time will tell, and whether Coach Bednar talks to the trainers and gets an updated status on him will I guess, remains to be seen. After Sunday's game against the Blackhawks in Chicago, the Avs will return home for 2 games, beginning Wednesday evening against the Vegas Golden Knights and Friday evening against the Arizona Coyotes. Big points on the line, especially on Friday in that final head-to-head matchup against Arizona. Both clubs are going to be ready to do whatever it takes. Excuse me. To get those 2 points, and certainly right now Vegas doesn't really have a whole lot to play for because they are firmly locked into that third spot in the Central, third spot in the Pacific. Excuse me. So, be that as it may, they will probably want to halt the Avs' recent run of success. But the Avs definitely need to continue to play at the level they've been playing. And the challenge is going to be even higher with a healthy Vegas squad. But more importantly, we don't want the Avs to do what I'm currently doing and looking past tomorrow. Can't look past tomorrow. The Avs definitely need to do what they need to do in Chicago and bank another 2 points and keep Chicago from climbing up the standings. Excuse me. And that's going to do it for me. We're going to wrap it up here at Pepsi Center. I am Vlad. Thank you for watching the Burgundy Rainbow postgame show here on YouTube. And I will be back with the Burgundy Rainbow pregame show Wednesday evening live from Pepsi Center. That puck drop is 8 p.m. local, so it'll be a little bit of a later start time, but I will be here all the same. Thank you for watching. Stick with Burgundy Rainbow as we continue to stick with the Avs as they make their push for the postseason. And until I see you on Wednesday evening, let's go Avs.